The goddess of Sicily, Demeter, holds a prominent place in Greek mythology. As the goddess of grain, she was widely revered, and her daughter, Persephone, or Kore, also played a significant role in the island's mythology. Sicily was dotted with sanctuaries dedicated to these revered deities, showcasing their importance in the lives of the Sicilian people. Demeter, often depicted with a crown of wheat or barley, was responsible for the fertility of the earth and the harvest of grains. She was also associated with the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, as seen in the changing seasons. The myth of Demeter and Persephone is particularly significant in Sicilian mythology, as it is believed that the island's fertility and abundance are directly linked to the story of these two powerful goddesses. The myth of Demeter and Persephone revolves around the abduction of Persephone by Hades, the god of the underworld. According to the myth, while Persephone was picking flowers in a meadow, Hades emerged from the ground and abducted her, taking her to the underworld to be his queen. Demeter, completely devastated by the loss of her daughter, wandered the earth in search of her. During this time, the earth became barren and lifeless, as Demeter's grief affected the fertility of the land. Eventually, Demeter learned of her daughter's whereabouts and made a deal with Zeus, the king of the gods, to have Persephone released from the underworld. However, Persephone had consumed a pomegranate seed while in the underworld, which bound her to Hades. As a result, a compromise was reached, allowing Persephone to spend part of the year with her mother on Earth, bringing about the spring and summer seasons, and the other part of the year with Hades in the underworld, leading to the fall and winter seasons. The importance of Demeter and Persephone in Sicilian mythology is evident in the numerous sanctuaries dedicated to them throughout the island. These sanctuaries served as places of worship and offerings to ensure the fertility of the land and the success of the harvest. The Sicilian people held festivals and ceremonies to honor these goddesses, acknowledging their role in the prosperity of the island. One of the most famous sanctuaries dedicated to Demeter and Persephone on Sicily is the sanctuary of Demeter and Persephone at Enna. This site, located in the central part of the island, is believed to have been a center of worship for these goddesses, where rituals and ceremonies were performed to ensure the fertility of the land. The sanctuary also served as a place of pilgrimage for those seeking the blessings of Demeter and Persephone. The myth of Demeter and Persephone, and the worship of these goddesses in Sicily, also had a profound impact on the cultural and religious practices of the island. The Eleusinian Mysteries, a religious festival dedicated to Demeter and Persephone, originated in ancient Greece but spread to Sicily and other parts of the Mediterranean. These mysteries were secretive religious rites that promised initiates eternal happiness in the afterlife, and they were closely associated with the myths of Demeter and Persephone. The significance of Demeter and Persephone in Sicilian mythology extends beyond their roles as goddesses of grain and the underworld. Their story reflects the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, as well as the changing of the seasons, all of which are essential aspects of the agricultural and natural world. The Sicilian people, deeply connected to the land and its fertility, looked to these goddesses for guidance and blessings, recognizing their pivotal role in the prosperity of the island. In conclusion, the goddess of Sicily, Demeter, and her daughter Persephone held a revered place in the mythology and religious practices of the island. Their myth, centered around the abduction of Persephone and the resulting compromise with Hades, reflects the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, as well as the changing of the seasons. The numerous sanctuaries dedicated to these goddesses, as well as the cultural and religious impact of their worship, demonstrate the significant role they played in the lives of the Sicilian people. Demeter and Persephone were not just goddesses of grain and the underworld, but also symbols of fertility, abundance, and the natural world, essential aspects of the prosperity of Sicily.